Hey guys, it's me, just share my heart, as I always do. And what I wanted to share or pose a question to us all, and that is, what are you prepared for? And I had the opportunity, or either as I was thinking about some opportunities that are coming up for me or for me to be a part of, I had to ask myself, am I really prepared for this? And the thing about that was, it's not that the opportunity came as a surprise. I knew this was the direction that God was leading me in. So it was my responsibility, once I knew what the vision was that God had for me, to prepare myself for the next and not just wait for it to just happen. um, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times we'll say, God's got a promise for me. He's got it. He's going to take care of it. Yeah, he does. But there is a preparation, people, that we have to do in order to fulfill the promise that God has for us. We cannot just sit idle and expect God to just do what he does without us doing our part, because the word of God says faith without works is dead, meaning that we can believe God for everything that he says he has for us, and he does. But if we don't put in the work showing that we believe what God has said, we're not trying to make it happen, because God's already got that taken care of. But we have to work it out to where, or either walk it out knowing that he's already done it. So that is a part of the preparation. So I just want us to ask ourselves, in the things that we know that God has given us to do and the vision that he has given us, are we prepared to carry this thing? And we got to be honest with ourselves that there are some things that maybe we need to do. We need to do more studying the word of God. We need to stay in the face of God. And if it is within the marketplace, find the tools that we need to have in order to make sure that this thing is successful. If it's going back to school, whatever it is, I have a good friend of mine that he goes to YouTube for everything. And I thought it was kind of corny a little bit, but I was like, wait a minute. I find myself going to YouTube because there's so many different tutorials on various things that I need to figure out, whether it's dealing with my computer or with my business, and looking up different things, that there's so much information out there on the internet. I have to put in the work. And those that know me personally know I go to bed at 10 o'clock. So sometimes that might mean me missing my bedtime in order to get some things done. So there's some sacrifice that comes along with us doing what God calls us to do. Because it was a period that I was getting up at 5 in the morning to go to the gym faithfully. Didn't have a problem with it, even with COVID, because I wanted to get in front of, or not be in the midst of, the crowd of people that would be there. So I wanted to try to get there before everybody else did. So got up faithfully at 5 in the morning to be at the gym. Well, no, earlier than that, so I could be in the gym at five in the morning, faithfully. But then when it came to things of God, it was always, oh, I could sleep in. Oh, this bed feels so good. It's so cold outside. I don't want to get out the bed. But yet I put so much effort into that, going to the gym, but then with my business and then being before God, getting in the word, it seemed like there was always a distraction. But yet I put an effort. I pushed past what I felt to get to the gym. And I had to learn to do that as far as things that God has called me to do. I can't sleep in the morning. I'm up at 5 a.m. now. My body just wakes up even on the weekends. So that's just a part of who I am. But I had to put forth the effort. I had to make sure that I was in position to do that all God has called me to do. So I just wanted to pose that question for us all to ponder. Are we prepared for what God is calling us to do? Do we have the necessary tools? Do we need to seek out various people to walk with us? Ask God for wisdom on what connections that need to be made in order for his vision to be brought to pass. So that's just a quick non-deep, and nothing that I say I think is deep anyway. But that was just something I really thought about, because if we don't prepare for what we know God has put in our hands to do, then we can't blame God if it doesn't come out the way that it should. Because he gives us the vision. He tells us to write the vision, make it plain, and those that read it will run with it. Okay, we got to write the vision, okay, and make it plain, but it's got to be in a way that it can be manifested, or either we're in position so that as those that read it and run with it, that we're able to follow that. We're able to see the manifestation and the full fruition of what it is that God has called us to do. But it comes with preparation. So ask yourself, and what God has called you to do and called you into, are you truly prepared? Yeah. Let's do some self-inventory on, are we truly prepared for what God has called us to do? And make the necessary changes that we need to do in order for that to happen. Again, God's already done his part. He's looking for us to do our part. So be encouraged. God has a vision and a purpose for each and every one of us. So don't allow your day or the things of this world to distract you so much to make you feel that that stuff is a priority over what you know God has called you to do. Because he's going to give you the provision for it. If he's giving you the vision, he's going to give the provision. But there's some things we got to do, people. Yeah, we do. So that's all. Very simple word of encouragement. Are you prepared for your next? So that's all I got. Hope you guys have a blessed and awesome day, whatever time it is that you see this video. Love you to life. Until next time.